Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever this message may find you. It's your girl G's Louise, um, back with another message. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that money comes to you and I in increasing quantity on a continuous basis through various sources, all in a positive and peaceful manner. Good vibes only. I'm free and I'm awake. I wanted to get on here and touch bases on, of course, it's the same old thing, relationships between men and women and how they're so broken, especially in the black culture. It's really, really hard for me to see us not be able to work together because it hurts, I know that we have a history behind all of this, but I'm all about breaking generational curses and changing up the things that we've always known to be our norm. What's normal to us doesn't have to be what it is. We are in control of some things. God is the ultimate creator. However, we co-create every day and we evolve, and we're in control of how much we grow and change things about ourselves to make ourselves better. Is it easy to do these things? No. You're constantly evolving. You're constantly trying to implement what you learned yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like the relationship you were last in, you're constantly trying to apply and learn how to move different, and learn from the mistakes that you made previously. These aren't things that just happen just because you know it, just because you read the book, just because you happen to be enlightened on something or on a subject. It doesn't mean that you actually grasped it and you're able to implement it in your life successfully yet. There's a lot of situations that are going to occur that you're going to have to try to apply what you learn, and hopefully you don't get defeated. So but yeah, as you know, this platform is all about us feeding each other, and keeping ourselves stimulated in that way. It's just like when you're working out, you fall off, and you got to feed your mind, you got to feed your body right. It's not easy to do that every day, It's not easy to stay on a straight and narrow when you're used to a certain thing, So now here it is, you're trying to break a chain, you're trying to change the track or change the pathway that you and your sisters and brothers and cousins and their moms and dads and aunts and everybody been doing it this way. Now you got to figure out how you can switch it up and make it this way, because you already know this way brings these results. I just find it so crazy that we can sustain relationships with our friends for years. Years. I'm talking about years. I got friends I've been friends with for years. But like, you can't sustain that same relationship with your guy. The person that you lay down with and have sex with. Why can we have sex with men? And men, how come we can have sex with women, but we can't talk to them? We can't have conversations. You can't ask this nigga for nothing. Like, I can't tell you how many times I was sleeping with somebody and I didn't feel comfortable asking them a lot of things. I didn't feel I could lay down with them, open my legs and have sex with them. But I can't ask them for nothing. Think about that for a second. Like what is going on with us? This is the black culture now. The white people, the Asians, yeah, they ain't doing that. Them niggas take care of they take care of their side chick, all of them. Not saying it's right, but I'm just saying what's going on. I mean, they can add Mexican women, Spanish women, Asian women, white women. They can get on the phone and call up they're the person they fucking, or the people they got kids with. You know what I'm saying? And they could be like, look, I need this, that, and the third. We can't do that. We can do it. We just don't. And, man, I just got to say this. Don't make the black women feel like they can't come to you. I've been made to feel like that. I've raised my children. My son is 18 and my daughter is 22. Over time, it's almost like you ask and you just don't receive. So it's like, why ask? You know what I mean? But I'm saying, why can't we do it? And I'm asking because I know a lot of women are going to say, well, we can't ask because they're not going to do it. Or they act like it's always something, or they just don't show up for us. Or vice versa with the man, where he feels like he can't reach out to his baby mama to do certain things, or he can't get his kids, or he feels like he can't have a conversation with her, but y'all can fuck though. That's a problem. It's a problem that needs to be addressed. It's a problem that needs to fucking stop. And if it don't stop, it's going to keep going like this. Our kids already don't communicate. They already on text mode and likes and shit on social media. What the fuck? This shit ain't going to do nothing but get worse and worse. It's going to snowball. It's going to be like a domino effect. If I can't talk to you, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Why do we got to be 40 before we get this shit? Or why do we sweep shit under the rug in our families? Like black people now. Some shit pop off in the family, we don't talk about it. It's something we don't talk about. It's just a thing that nobody brings up. We're supposed to be the most vocal culture, and we're not vocal with each other as far as really having, effective conversation, effective communication that's going to help us to be able to work together and build something for our culture, for our kids and our families. Like, a lot of people in my family have died and nothing. They left nothing. They weren't here. They were just here. Like, they weren't here. They were just living. Like Drake said, everybody dies, but not everybody lives. I'm just saying this to say, like, this video is solely to shed light on it and make you think, and maybe we can come up with some solutions that can help us to better deal with one another, because it's not happening, man. Like, we're playing too many games with each other. Like, we're not able to be honest with each other about how each other really feels, because we're dealing with manipulators and we're dealing with people that's wearing masks. And come on, like, y'all, we got to take the mask off and we got to be honest with each other. I mean, you're fucking. You can have kids that way. Then what? You're going to have kids and you can't even talk to this nigga? This is what we did. This is what we do. This is what I did. I had children with people that I can't even communicate with effectively. But we had sex, though. We did that really good. But we couldn't do nothing else. We didn't build anything. We were barely able to co-parent. I mean, literally, I went through the ringer trying to raise my children alongside my baby daddies. And am I perfect? No. I was not always at my best during that time when it came to communicating or dealing with them. No, I was not. I was off the chain sometimes. Sometimes I was difficult. But what I can say is, I view things as an older mother, like as a mother that has raised her children, and I'm at the, I'm pretty much at the end of, I mean, you're always going to be like their mom, but like, I just realized that our culture, it just makes me so sad because we don't communicate. It's so many things left unsaid. Like, you can't call that nigga that you're fucking. Then you can't, like, what are y'all, why? It should stop. It should stop because women, we allow too much things to happen. And men too. There's men that are out here getting, walked all over. And the woman is not, she's not mature. So she's acting, however she's acting towards him or whatever. And it's causing a wedge. And it's causing us not to be able to work together. My biggest, like, what makes me so passionate about doing these videos is the hopes that it's going to help us to unite and put down the sword and surrender and be like, and I mean, and it be equal give and take though, because if I'm willing to put down my sword, I'm always willing to put down my sword. And that's the problem. Every time I put my fucking sword down, it's like, that's when I get cut. And it's like, but you were supposed to put your sword down too. Like, if I'm putting my shit down, you put your shit down too. And come take the mask off and let's come real with each other. I remember one time I told my baby daddy this. I said, don't make me feel like I can't come to you. And then turn around and then tell people, like, it's petty. It's petty. We have to be able to work together. Like, what the fuck is the problem? We can have sex. We can go out, have drinks, and do stupid lame shit, but we can't build nothing together. We can't have fun together. We can't raise our children together. We can't build a home together. We can't build a couple businesses together for our children to learn how to enter into the society and work for $1. We can't do that. We can't do that. We got to do that with a bunch of women, because that's what's going on. I'm gonna tell you, who helped me raise my kids is women. Even right now, the men that are in my life, they're not niggas I'm fucking. That's on deck with my people, like on deck. It's not who's showing up. But the nigga that you fucking, he ain't never around. He ain't never, he's around, but he's at his convenience. Or vice versa with the woman. If you have children and you got a woman in your life and she not really trying to assist in any kind of way, she should be adding to your children's lives. If anything, she should be adding to your baby mom's life. If you can't introduce this woman to your baby mama, then y'all still fucking. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, a lot of this shit is just a mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got kids everywhere. You got the baby daddy here, the baby mama here. It's like, and then now you ain't even talking to them because you beefing. For whatever reason, because of how things went down between y'all. Whoever's wrong or right, I mean, hell, we could go on for days about that. But the point is, y'all not on good terms. You're at odds, and everything is going left. It's not right. It's not right. We can't be like that. It's hard for men to be in their kids' lives when they're not in the household. Being on the phone and sending them money, that's not parenting. Vice versa. You know, kids don't remember the money. They remember the interaction. They remember the time spent. And family is supposed to be about togetherness and happiness and love and laughs. And I just really, it really bothers me that us as women cannot come to the men in our lives that we give ourselves to. It's like it's a wall that automatically goes up. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's like literally as soon as you have sex, it's like the shit changes. Like, I want to be best friends forever. Like, if me giving you some pussy is gonna change the way you handle me, you don't need to get no pussy then. If anything, it should enhance how you handle me, not make it worse. It shouldn't make you run away and be on some bullshit. Like, it shouldn't make you awkward to talk to or not want to, I don't know, but the shit is weird. Like, why? If pussy is the power, like they like to say, and help me to get this shit, y'all, because help me understand how the pussy is the power, but the pussy run the niggas off from responsibilities and shit. Like, I don't know. They want babies and shit. Then you give them babies, they run away. They don't help with the baby. I mean, help me understand this now. Men, can you help me understand? Pussy power. It's not working. Like, it's not working. It's not doing what I think it's supposed to do. If this is true with what everybody be saying. I don't know. I just know that there's definitely an issue between men and women when it comes to trying to build something or make something work. Like, instead of us running from each other and be like, fuck her, fuck him, why can't we try to come together and figure out what went wrong and address it? Take the egos out of it. Because when you put the ego in it, that's when you get off subject. It's like you're not you steer off from the actual goal, which is to come back together. But if we stay there on all the different little details and all the little things that were said, that's why recently I fell out with my person, and I didn't want to stay there so long about all the things that were said and did and done. Because when you sit there and pick apart all these little things, you get off subject and shit just goes left, and the confusion comes in, and then you forget the whole point is to reconcile and move forward. Because we can't take back what happened or what was said and who did what and all that shit. You can't do that. All you could do is, we need to understand what went wrong, how it cannot happen again, and can we start over and try to move forward and get better results this time. It's like, fuck marriage. Like, niggas be like marriage and women. How about a kid is a real binding factor. It binds you to another person. That's more of a binder than any ring or any piece of paper. We'll lay down and have fucking kids, but we can't get married. We not, which I'm not big on marriage, but if, you know, I feel like I really recently started thinking about it. What Kevin Samuel said, we are like the only culture that's not getting locked down. Like men, white men, Asian men, like they court their woman, they get the woman that they want that fits into their life, and they marry that motherfucker, and they make she's the helpmeet. You got, then a lot of y'all niggas is marrying chicks that's just good for nothing. They just stand there and they look good. Their hair is pretty, you know, their makeup is on point, their butt is nice. Can this woman help you do anything? Do you know what a helpmeet is? Oh, you picking it off of how her ass look. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Because God created the woman so the man would not be lonely and so that he would have someone to help him. Right? I mean, does anybody believe that? I believe it. So he created us. We come here and yeah, we aggravating, but we here and we look out for y'all. And that's what our job is. We're the helpmeet. That's what we're supposed to do. Assist. We're not supposed to do every fucking thing. We're supposed to assist you. So now here it is. You try to ask the man that you done had a baby by or you're fucking to do something for you. And he got all kind of excuses. He can't do it. He's not around. You can't call him because his phone off. He might have got a new bitch. He gone somewhere. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is that happening? And then, yeah, we could take responsibility and say, hey, we're choosing the wrong guys. We can do that. But still, that still don't make it no better. We trying to figure out why the man is running from his position. Your position is the king. Stay the emperor. We're the empress. We the queen. That's our position. How we gonna get there? How we gonna get in these shoes and stand tall in them and really like uphold, you know, what we're supposed to be to each other? And work together in raising individuals that we created together. I get now why they said for us not to have sex out of wedlock. I get it now. I finally get it. I just think it's so sad that we can't. We're so far away from it. You know? So far away from it. But yeah, think about that for a second and think about your current relationships right now that you're in. And think about, and even if you're not talking to the person or you're not with them, or you know, there's some kind of I don't know, wedge between you and another person of the opposite sex, somebody that you had sex with or you have a child with or you were in a relationship with, you were married to, those people, like find a way to coexist with them in a healthy way. Send them this video. Because there's a way. And that is to take the ego out, take the mask off, lay that shit down, surrender your sword, and let's do this. If the love is still there, you can really do it. If it ain't no love there like that, then you still need to reconcile if there's children there. And if that relationship is just all the way dissolved, then, you know, leave it where it's at. But you can implement it for the next relationship. Everything has to be open and transparent. There can't be, like, if somebody's wearing a mask, there's going to be a lot of, like, you're going to be able to, it's just going to be a lot, you know? And how can you, it's like, how can you move forward? You know, that's like in your individual relationship. Not focus on the problem, not focus on what's happening. Finding out how to reconcile. And reconciliation means you're working on yourself so you can be better and come to the line on some different shit than you were on before. Because like I said in my video, wait, was this reconciliation? It's not reconciliation if that person is in the same space they were in when that shit popped off. Because it can easily happen again. So you could talk about what happened and how y'all gonna do better. And if that doesn't really happen, then that means there's no reconciliation. It's just y'all had a talk and it went well. That's it. Reconciliations are about making a change, implementing some type of change that's going to bring a different outcome than the one that you went through the previous outcome. There doesn't need to be a continual cycle of the same thing over and over and over. And that's what's happening with Black relationships. And then there's this talk about, oh, they're dating outside their race, all this shit. The bottom line is we need to fucking look at ourselves and figure out what the hell are you doing and what are you doing to what are you contributing to this problem of division? Because we're divided. Yeah, we're divided. We are not working together. No, it's not even happening. You got men playing the victim, everybody the victim, women playing the victim, everybody, you know, what the fuck did you do to get y'all in this situation? What part did you play? That's what you need to focus on. Men and women. Focus on what the fuck you did and then fix that shit. But it got to be the conversation though. And it got to be able to be received. And you have to come with all the guards down. Like it can't be. And if you still got to have your guard up with that person, it ain't time. It ain't time. That mean they not ready either. It's work that needs to be done, and I think it's very necessary, especially when there are kids, because I literally raised my children at odds with their fathers. That was no good. Okay, that caused them. My children are like the family oriented. Like the whole dynamic of family and the love and we missing that part because everything was done without them. We didn't have a family union, the togetherness and all that shit. No, we didn't do that. You know, and that honestly, whether you wanna believe it or not, and it is true, you do not want to raise children in an unhealthy environment. So I don't recommend people stay together just because they got kids. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that it needs to be some kind of way that we can put all this shit down so that we can like be a unit and work together and show what that looks like. Because if they see what it looks like, they can do it. Like kids do what they. I was watching the James Brown movie, Get On It or something, Get Up On It, and he was a little boy and his parents used to have toxic sex. Like, they had a real toxic relationship, so they would look like they about to fight each other. Like they'll be throwing shit. Like he was little, so James Brown, he was little, so he looking at his parents fighting, like he looking like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Because they like literally throwing shit at each other, like throwing jabs, like fighting. And then next thing you know, she'll jump up on him and then start kissing them, and then they just go fuck. And then so he looking like, well, they just about to fight. So he confused, right? But as a kid, that was normal to him. Like his daddy used to hit him and shit. So boom, he grows up, he gets his wife, and he do the same thing with her. He want to talk shit to her. Like, grab her ass up, choke her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then goddamn fuck her. And so that's like that for him. It did it for him because that's what he grew up watching. You know, so I'm just saying that to say, like, and I ain't gonna lie, I have a toxicity when it comes to me and the way I'm intimate and the way I do things. Like, it's you go off of what you've seen or you've encountered. That becomes your norm for you. So what I'm trying to say is we got to figure out a more healthier norm, because us not having our men in our lives shouldn't be an option. And men, it shouldn't even be an option for you to not be a part. You don't let the woman or the kids make these type of fucking decisions. You are the man, so you supposed to stand there and be like, shit, I'm not going nowhere. Like, even if she say, yeah, you gotta go, like, nigga, I ain't going nowhere. This is my family. That's how that shit supposed to go. Like my daddy, when my daddy was gone, my daddy, rest in peace, but when he left, I was like, how, you know, like, why did you do that? And he's just like, well, I mean, y'all ain't want me around no way. And I was just like, but we don't make them type of decisions though. You know, you the man, you ain't supposed to be like, well, they don't want me here. And then you just leave and then go make some more kids and then keep doing this shit. That's what you're gonna do. No, that's wrong. You don't do that. Like Nala said in Lion King, she told Simba, what the hell are you doing, bro? You over here singing Hakuna Matata and shit with Pumbaa and Timon, and you got a whole responsibility. You a king. And you over here just kicking back and shit, singing Hakuna Matata. Now get your ass over here. I don't want to go. That's what he said. I don't want to. After he got out his little boy tantrum shit, he manned the fuck up and took his ass back over there to the Pride Lands and stepped into his king shoes and started running this shit like he's supposed to do. You don't go away because the motherfuckers say they don't want you there. That's not your job. Is to stand up and do that shit. What the fuck? So your baby mama acting dumb and your kids ain't calling you, so you just gonna run away. That's what you telling me. Sorry to hear that. That's weak. That's weak. Because I don't get to run off and be like, well, my baby daddy don't want me no more, so I don't want the kids either. Like, what the fuck? We can't do that. We still gotta be a mom. We still gotta love the kids and take their ass all over the fucking place and shit. And then what happens is the moms get together and help each other because the fucking daddies done ran off and got some new bitches and they making new babies. And then they going to keep just doing the same thing. And this is really stupid. This is what I'm getting at. We can't even call our baby's father and say, hey, so-and-so, I need you to do this, without it being a long range of bullshit behind it. Why should I feel nervous or scared to ask you to help me and you're with me, or you were with me and you had babies with me? Or even if you are with me currently and I can't ask you to help me with anything? It is so hard for me personally, I'm talking about me now. It is so hard for me to ask a man to do stuff for me. It's unbelievable. And then when I do it and the result is like kind of like awkwardness, or if it's not a good result, like I feel crazy for asking. And then I'll be like, I don't want to ask no more. I ain't doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? Why do I got to be like that? Why do I have to feel like that? Why? And it's crazy because I've had, and this is why I say the mind fuck and the mind games come in it. Because the man will be like, what? All you got to do is ask me. And it'll be like, but I do. And then you don't do it. It's like, if I ask you to do something for me or for the children and you don't do it, why would I keep asking you? I don't know. I'm just saying. It's just like, it don't make sense. It don't even feel good. You know, and half the time, women, we appreciate more, and what makes us men, what makes us dripping wet, like you want, like, you know, Aquafina flow, when we don't gotta ask you to do shit, you just do it. You know what it takes to run a household, don't you? You know what it takes to raise children. You have an idea. If you don't, do it. Like, just do that shit. Do that shit. Don't wait around for a motherfucker to. It's just like when a nigga be like, "Oh, can I have some? Can I have some of that box? Can I have some?" You shouldn't even have to ask. You don't ask for that. That's just something that you just know that you. It's just a flow. Why do I gotta ask for you to be a man? Why do I gotta ask? Why do you gotta ask me to be a woman? That's who we are in nature. You know what the hell to do. You just ain't doing it. You want to be petty and talk about what you got and all this superficial ass shit. Man, when we take this shit away, when you take this shit away, take the money away and take all the clothes, money, cars and clothes and all that shit. Take that shit away, and what do you have? You got vibes, you got energy, you got love, you have family. If you can't get that, if you don't have that, then you fucking doing it for nothing. Like, all this is for nothing. The money and everything. I know niggas that died chasing a dollar and didn't have no money after chasing a dollar for their whole life. How does that matter now? How does that matter now? And it's sad because when the kids are grown up and you don't miss all the moments, that's when you fucking get it. That's when you know what matters. That's when you know what feels good to you. But you was so fucking focused on that shit that does not matter. Does money matter? Yes. But it shouldn't be your whole life. Like, damn, you chase the dollar that much. Then when your ass go to prison and all that shit, then you looking for the who you looking for now? The family. The same motherfuckers you was neglecting. That's who you looking for. We the only culture doing this stupid shit. Do you understand me? The only fucking ones. All the energy that we women put into getting a second job and trying to take care of these kids. We're supposed to be assisting. We're the helpmeet. We're supposed to be assisting you get to the bag, brother. You supposed to be driving the ship. We supposed to be making sure everything is everything on the ship. And then that comes together, and guess what? That's what you call a great plan coming together. It's family. It's showing your kids togetherness unit. That's why the kids, it's broken. So they can play us against each other. All that shit. It's fucked up. Yeah, it's all fucked up. But we can fix it. And our culture from back in the day when they weakened the man and made the man look stupid in front of the wife and had them all doing, you know, just demasculating them, and that ain't happening right now. You need to man up, y'all. I'm not saying that it's not a new age. There is some new age slavery, you know, kind of, but it's not what it was. So what we need to do is come together, stop hating each other, raise our kids together. Okay? Together. There doesn't need to be another nigga that you call for your kids. Why does she gotta call somebody else? It's your kids, bruh. Why are you having sex with this woman but you can't fuck with her on anything else? Like, why she can't call you? Why does she feel uncomfortable? How come you're giving that vibe that she can't call you? She's just a hoe. She's just somebody you fucking. Is that how you're treating it? Because if so, that's terrible. Because the woman is sacred, and it's no secret. I don't care. All shapes and sizes. Fat, big, tall, skinny, whatever. We are all sacred. And we all bring something to the table. And we're very, very intelligent. And, you know, even the woman that's lost, you know, you could help her. You could build her up. Show her what it means to be built up. Not fucked, but built up. And loved. Show her. She got broken along the way. You know, she got lost because she equates love and sex together. So she's a Jezebel. And she's cutthroat because she's always fucking with niggas that don't know who they are. They over there singing Hakuna Matata and shit. And so she's singing Hakuna Matata with their ass, and she lost in the song, he lost in the song. No, we got to get this shit together. We are the only culture that's bullshit. I'm just saying. If you can't call him, stop fucking him. If you can't call her, stop fucking her. I'm signing off. Till next time, I wish you peace, health, wealth, and the time to enjoy them all.